Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, TimeGMB. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe button. Now, let's start the video. Bradley Walsh couldn't resist teasing fellow star Shaun Wallace on The Chase this week, issuing a cheeky warning after a contestant suggested the chaser was fit for a whole new career path. The ITV quiz show returned on Monday, May 20th, with a new batch of contestants taking on the formidable Dark Destroyer. But it was the playful banter between host and chaser that stole the spotlight. The first contestant to face Shaun was 48-year-old Charlene, a business process analyst with a keen eye and ear for talent. When asked which chaser she was hoping to face, she surprised everyone by saying she wanted to go up against Shaun, 63, not because she thought she could beat him easily, but because of his voice. "I think he's got a lovely tone of voice," she explained, "and he should be reading BB's bedtime stories." The remark sent Bradley into comedic overdrive. As Shaun entered the studio, Bradley dramatically announced, "You should be reading bedtime stories on BB's." Then, mimicking a theatrical voice, he joked, "The Dark Destroyer." Shaun Wallace reads Rumpelstiltskin. Never one to miss a beat, Shaun responded in his usual deep and deliberate tone, "Hello, Charlene." That alone was enough to spark more ribbing from Bradley, who jokingly fumed, "Oh. Don't start that. You did that deliberately." Feigning innocence, Shaun replied with a polite, "No, not at all. How are you, Charlene?" He followed it up with a sincere, "Thank you very much for the compliment," showing a softer side beneath his quizmaster exterior. Bradley couldn't resist getting in one last imitation of Shaun's signature delivery when asking Charlene's teammates what advice they'd give her. The light-hearted moment had the audience in stitches and proved once again why The Chase remains one of ITV's most entertaining and long-running game shows. But it wasn't just fun and games, the quiz competition was as fierce as ever. Charlene kicked things off with a solid performance in the cash builder round, securing £5,000. She held her nerve in the head-to-head, successfully beating Shaun to become the first player into the final chase. Next up was Angelica, a 31-year-old HR advisor. She managed to answer 3 questions correctly during her cash builder and decided to stick with the same amount when facing Shaun. Despite a promising start, the chaser proved too strong, and Angelica was knocked out of the competition. Third to take on the Dark Destroyer was Eric, a 21-year-old originally from New Zealand. Eric impressed during the cash builder, racking up £6,000, but couldn't quite keep the momentum going in the face-off with Shaun. A single slip-up cost him dearly, and Shaun once again emerged victorious. That left 55-year-old John, a firefighter, as the final contestant to take his turn. Cool under pressure, John successfully navigated both rounds and added another £6,000 to the pot, joining Charlene in the final chase with a team total of £12,000. With 2 strong players on the bench, the duo managed to build up a score of 12 during the final round. It was a respectable effort, though some viewers were skeptical whether it would be enough to hold off Shaun. The chaser started strong, confidently tackling each question. Charlene and John managed one successful pushback out of 2 attempts, briefly slowing Shaun's progress, but it wasn't enough. With 32 seconds remaining, Shaun matched their score of 12, sealing the team's fate. Despite the loss, both contestants walked away with their heads held high, earning praise from Bradley for their composure and teamwork. And, as always, the show left viewers with plenty to talk about, not just about strategy or trivia, but about Shaun Wallace's surprising potential for a second career. Social media lit up with fans echoing Charlene's sentiment. "I'd fall asleep instantly if Shaun Wallace was reading bedtime stories. His voice is so relaxing," one fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. Another joked, "Sign him up for BB's immediately, bedtime with the Dark Destroyer has a ring to it." Others simply applauded the chemistry between Bradley and Shaun. "The banter between those two is half the reason I watch," a viewer shared. "They should have their own comedy sketch show." Though Shaun may not be trading in his quiz cards for picture books anytime soon, it's clear that his reputation as one of the UK's most popular TV personalities continues to grow. Whether he's destroying contestants with tough questions or winning fans over with charm, Shaun Wallace remains a cornerstone of the chase. And as for Bradley Walsh, his quick wit and perfect comedic timing continue to set the tone for the show, equal parts competition and comedy, with just enough chaos to keep things unpredictable. If Monday's episode proved anything, it's that the chase still delivers.